We go back to a time when there were really a lot of hotshot runners. They came out of Chicago and university running programs, that type of thing. It was in the late 70s when we started to see the evolution of the running community across the nation. And we began to blend the interests of new runners and experienced runners. And that was a hard fit for a while, but the Kalamazoo Classic was what really brought it to life.
My connection with the Kalamazoo running community really started in middle school and high school when I began running competitively and just finding the joy of running. I then ended up going to Western Michigan University and running competitively for the university. And as I transitioned out of the university, I was able to develop a business that was just totally central to my passion, which was running in Kalamazoo. And so I've had the blessings to be engaged in the running community for most of my life here in Kalamazoo and continue to be involved with it right up until today as we really want to build the Ziegler Kalamazoo Marathon into one of the premier events in the Midwest, if not the nation.
You know, the Kalamazoo running community is both unique and exceptional. It's unique because of the various personalities that have put it together. It's very collaborative. When you go to a lot of communities across the Midwest, you see a lot of different factions, and indeed we have those. The Kalamazoo area runners, the Gazelle Sports is a force in and of itself. Thank you, Chris, for that in terms of developing the running community. Borges Run Camp, the Kalamazoo Classic, and we've just got a lot of things that have come together. In that regard, then, we became exceptional because we had the largest running club in Michigan by a factor of 2. We had the largest adult run camp in the nation. We had a running store that was always finishing in the top 50 of the best running stores in the country. The Girls on the Run program, recognized year after year as not only one of the largest from this small community, but one of the best. And so as these things have come together, they have been exceptional, and they've allowed people to really get into it.
So here we are 38 years later. Gazelle Sports is still functioning, 7 stores around the state of Michigan. It's just a wonderful part of my life and being part of the passion that I have to my own personal health. Luckily, I was blessed to be involved as Blaine took over the Borges Run for the health of it. And really, I wanted to see that succeed. In some ways, self-interest, because my business is running, right? So, but it also was like, this is the event in this community that will define running. And so Blaine welcomed me into that small circle of people that were trying to get this event going.
We had a chance to inject a new sense of excitement, and that was the same type of excitement that we were able to generate through Borges Run Camp. And by having Borges Run Camp, the first year we had 105 people, and then ultimately it got to be as high as 1,200. And it allowed people to point toward that race and train toward that race. So in essence, we were recruiting our own participants. And then the thing that really took off when we got the national thing going was marketing strategy at the local level, regional level, the 5 states, with tremendous support from Discover Kalamazoo. And then we just kind of almost lucked into a national thing where we'd use the 50-state challenge. And then we realized that to put on a marathon, you've got to have them come from all over the countries. So we had the 50-state challenge, and I think twice we had runners from all 50 states, and we always had anywhere between 45 and 49 the other years. So the idea was there aren't a couple thousand marathoners in Kalamazoo, so you've got to go outside. And so we had this regional strategy, the 5-state strategy for the Midwest. And then we had partnerships with Indianapolis and Wisconsin. So we would run on the same weekend. So we had to do a double with back-to-back marathons, half and half, that type of thing. I'm Blaine Lamb, and I'm former race director of the Kalamazoo Classic, the Kalamazoo Marathon, and the Borges Run for the health of it, and associated with Borges Run Camp, and a number of other running initiatives in the greater Kalamazoo area, and a lifelong runner.
I'm Lampen-Crowell. I've been running for 57 years and enjoying most of those through pain and tears and achievement along the way. And I am the co-founder and co-owner of Gazelle Sports.